So when I'm not working on my truck, this is a place I often hang out. This is where I make all my decals, fulfill all my orders, play my video games, all that good stuff. So what I'm working on as of late is I'm trying to make some decals. I got a couple printed out right here. These are very, very early stage, just ideas, prototypes as you will. And these are gonna go on the side of the hood. And I'm gonna make one for the 5-liter Coyote, as well as the 3.5-liter Ecoboost. So it'll be like 3.5 twin turbo, something to that regard. So this is a room I don't often shoot in, and I just never have a real need to, but figure I'd kind of give you guys a quick glance on where all the magic happens, the editing and all that kind of good stuff. So that's my workstation, and then we'll head out to the truck. So I already got one of the decals on the hood, and kind of show you guys what exactly I'm talking about. So update on the Rust to Raptor series. I have lots of offers on this truck, just nothing that's really enticing yet. This truck has had like 6,000 ad views, so lots of traffic, and I've had lots of offers. I'm just sort of holding back, and it's unfortunate because the whole point of the series was to sort of work on this truck as it's waiting to sell. But because this truck is so riddled with rust, I don't want to do anything. I just kind of want to get rid of it. Start with this truck, get rid of it, get something better, and then that's actually worth putting the time into that we'll actually get our money back. This is a hard truck to sell because it's so rotten, and whoever buys it will have a hard time safetying it. I'm very transparent with my advertising. I'm not trying to rip anyone off, so basically, hopefully someone will buy it for the tires, the engine, and maybe some, parts and all that kind of stuff. But this is not a Rust Raptor series. This is just a typical 50 Nation video. So this is sort of what I'm talking about, and I haven't got the design down pat yet. But as you can see, that's sort of what it looks like right now. So I want to have this sort of angle here match more of probably this angle here. We will be making a 3.5-liter twin turbo and maybe a 2.7. We'll see, but for sure the 5-liter and the 5-liter and the 3.5. And I have to keep it to a minimum of 15 inches just for shipping purposes. Otherwise, it's going to jump the cost way, way too much. And I want to make it affordable for everyone. And so I got to keep in the realm of 15 inches. So I will tweak that design yet still, but that's sort of the idea. So let me know your thoughts on that. And keep your eye out in the store, our 50 Nation store, 50nation.com, where these will be available in due time. So the main purpose of this episode, I was driving with a buddy the other day in the truck, and he asked what this thing did right here. So this is my Hike It pedal commander, basically. I'm not too sure what it says. Oh, it's not kind of focusing there. It says high performance controller on Hike It. So a lot of you would be more familiar with basically pedal commander. So what it does essentially, and this is one of those topics that like divide a community, because my truck's tuned, and you'll have people say, well, if your truck is tuned, you don't need a pedal commander, it won't do that much. Well, my truck is tuned. I got a very aggressive tune on my truck, and yet this thing is still night and day. So whether it's a pedal commander, a Hike It, or any other throttle controller out there, they're all going to do the same thing for the most part. They might have their own selling gimmicks as to why they're better than the next guy, but regardless, it's all a pedal commander. It's a throttle response controller, basically. So how it works is this thing, you connect this wire in line with your throttle wire that goes to your ECU, and it basically alters the signal so you have increased throttle response. Now, I can't really show you guys in a video what it does, because you can't really, how do you make a video and showing you guys like how much I'm pushing on the pedal? You'd have to feel it in person. You really have to experience it in person. But I can tell you for certain that these things do wonders. They really do. They don't make your truck faster by any means, but they make it feel quicker. The throttle response is ridiculous on it. And there's a bunch of different modes you can select. You can select performance, you can select auto, eco, and all that good stuff. But it does a lot. And I know there'll be people fuming in the comments saying like, you don't know what you're talking about, they're a waste of money and all that stuff. Like, listen, you can boil all down. It's super subjective, right? Some people may think lifting your truck's a waste of money. Some people think maybe getting a loud exhaust is a waste of money. That's super subjective. My personal take on it is that a pedal commander or anything of the sorts does a ton for your truck. It really does. It increases your throttle response so much. And if you want to maintain your manufacturer warranty and you don't want to tune your truck, and get that extra performance because you're afraid of voiding your manufacturer warranty, getting a pedal commander is a fantastic way to go. People will say, well, it doesn't increase the speed of your truck, the performance of your truck. It may not on paper, but it certainly will feel like it will. And when you think about it, if you're lined up against a guy and let's say you're at a red light, if you can get your throttle response like that much snappier and that much quicker and you're accelerating just that much faster, that might be enough to win you a race. So think about it that way, that you are getting your full power that much quicker because your throttle response is that much faster. So it may not add performance top end and top speed wise, but if you can accelerate that much quicker and you can, you know, jump off the line that much quicker versus mashing down your pedal and waiting for your ECU to, you know, figure out what's going on and then eventually you're going. It's just instant. It's instant power and it's unbelievable how much it does. And while we're here, I'll just quickly kind of show you where it runs into. So I'll have to almost figure out myself. So here's the module for the Hike-It pedal commander, and then it taps right into your, oh man, hang on, let me just set down the camera here. So this wire here, this goes to the controllers on my dash, and then this just taps in line with, so before this harness right here would plug straight into here, but now you're just jumping this thing in between. So you have your own clips here and here that you're putting between this connection here. Otherwise it would just, this used to go right into the air, and now we're putting this guy in there. So that's what the module kind of looks like. And then coming back up to the controller here, these are some of the functions that you have. So you can go to your mode, and now I have it off right now. I'm not too sure what the CO means. I can always look it up, but this is high, this is auto, this is eco mode off, and then I'm not too sure, I can't remember what that one was, the CO. But this, like when you have it on high at 9, dude, it is insane. And then you can turn it down if you want to as well. So you have lots of versatility with, like on eco, you can put it down right now and it really dials back the throttle response. So it's a good way. I mean, in a sense, it'd be the same as, you know, using this and putting this in your sport mode, tow mode, eco mode, and all that kind of stuff. Essentially, that's, you know, pressing these buttons dials back your throttle response and all that kind of stuff. But this just takes it to a next level. So 100% recommend this mod, and in like no way is this a paid advertisement for Hike-It or any sort of, that's why I'm talking about Pedal Commander and any other brand that might be out there. This has been a good brand for me, the Hike-It one, but there are a lot others out there. So I absolutely recommend picking one of those up. And if you haven't followed our channel, make sure you guys do subscribe, because this guy, once we sell it, we'll be buying another truck. And you know, we have this whole series that we're building around this called Rust to Raptor. So this is our first truck. This is called Rust. And then eventually we'll keep selling and trading up until we get to a Raptor. So this will be a fun series. And then if you aren't subscribed, we also have the 2018 F-150 as well as the 2016 Ford Focus ST back there as well. And then the wife's Edge, which will likely never get a video because, well, it's an Edge. All I got for you guys in this one, keep it kind of short and sweet. And I figured I'd just touch on the Pedal Commander and sort of how I think it's a great little mod for anyone that wants to maintain that factory warranty and all that stuff, but wants that extra bit of performance. So I will keep working on this, you guys, and keep an eye out in the store. I'll link it in the bio or the description below. But if you're not following our Instagram, I will post on our Instagram page when these are available as well. So they won't be too pricey. I'm thinking like maybe 20 bucks, 25 bucks for a set for each side. So keep an eye out for that. They'll come in a variety of colors. And thank you guys for being here. I'll see you in the next video.